Dental Fuel, the podcast that focuses on what no one else is talking about: mistakes. The dental world is full of before and afters, and no one is talking about the middle. Dental Fuel brings you the unspoken in between. Dental Fuel is brought to you by Doctors Disability Specialists, a team dedicated to helping dentists and physicians with disability insurance, life insurance, and comprehensive business planning. On our first episode of Dental Fuel, we have Dr. Tony Mennito. Dr. Tony Manito is a private practice dentist as well as an adjunct faculty member at the MUSC College of Dental Medicine in Charleston, South Carolina. His dental practice, Expertise Dental, focuses on using technology to comprehensively care for his patients while helping to enhance the aesthetics of their smile. He is an experienced user on digital systems made by Planmeca, Dentsply Sirona, 3Shape, and iTero, and is heavily reliant on digital design and 3D printing for treatment planning complex cases. He lectures nationally and internationally and currently has 21 published papers on the topics of digital dentistry and dental materials. Dr. Manito continues to master his craft in the realm of dentistry, and in this last episode offers some advice to our listeners. If you could provide advice to a dentist, what's the best piece of advice that you'd like to offer?
So many, so many. I'm 20 years into my career, and I think slow down and do it right would be my number one. And then 1A would be get out there and continue to learn. There's so much to learn in dentistry, and I will say that John Coyce said something at our very first course that really rang true with me. And he said, you guys spend a lot of money to be here. The courses at Coyce and Spear and all those are expensive courses. But he said, how much would you spend to be a more confident dentist, to walk in your practice every day and feel really confident that you have the tools and the skill set to treat everybody who walks through that door? And you can't put a price tag on that. So that would be it. Slow down, do dentistry the way it's meant to be done. I think isolation is the one thing that a lot of times we maybe try to cut corners on for the sake of time or whatever, but do it right, and then get out there and continue to learn throughout your career, because not only does it give you a lot of personal satisfaction, but it gives you a lot of confidence, and walking into the office every morning feels a lot better when you're confident.
In your journey so far, have you made any regrets?
So many. Yeah. And once again, you and I were talking before we started recording about mistakes and regrets, and I've made a ton of mistakes, and I have a lot of regrets, but you learn from those, and you move on. The important thing is that you learn from them, but I tuck those way in the back of my brain, way back here, and shut the door and try to forget about them, because there's no sense in reliving those and bringing them up over and over and over. So I'm sitting here trying to think of a true regret that I have. and I can't come up with one. I can't come up with one, simply because, like I said, I try to do that's my focus every day, is to do my very best. And it's hard to have regrets if you truly are doing everything, to the best of your ability. Maybe if I do have a regret, it's that I didn't get more continuing education early in my career. I think I probably could have accelerated my learning curve a little bit. But I've ended up where I am, and my journey has been extremely rewarding. And so I can't even say that I have a regret as far as that goes, because going through, the CE that I'm taking now, I have experience behind me that I can really understand what I'm being taught that much better than had I done it 10 or 15 years, prior. So no regrets.
There's value in growth in a journey. I
For
absolutely
sure.
love all the advice that you've shared with us tonight, and I really appreciate you taking the time to speak with us and all the listeners that will be listening to this. Thank you for joining us in this first series of Dental Fuel. We hope that you'll continue to tune in, where industry leaders will continue to share their mistakes and some advice for our listeners. Be sure to connect with Tony Manito on Instagram at SmileProfessor and with Ignite DDS at Ignite DDS.